No more Mr. Nice Guy. Trump just said F you, China, after Korea threat. With all the fake news running rampant to try to take down our president, you might not know that on Friday, North Korea test-fired a ballistic missile that experts said put the continental U.S. in a range of a strike, illustrating rapid advancements in technology and intensifying Pyongyang's standoff with Washington, reports the Wall Street Journal. That's some scary stuff, and the insane media that Judge Jeanine Pirro says is in a psychotic rage over Trump just remains mostly focused on Russia and other nonsense. You won't be surprised, however, to know that our president continues to have our backs. Here's what he tweeted. I am very disappointed in China. Our foolish past leaders have allowed them to make hundreds of billions of dollars a year in trade, yet they do nothing for us with North Korea. Just talk. We will no longer allow this to continue. China could easily solve this problem. Trump slams China after North Korea missile test. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson added this: as the principal economic enablers of North Korea's nuclear weapon and ballistic missile development program, China and Russia bear unique and special responsibility for this growing threat to regional and global stability. President Trump has tried to work together with Chinese President Xi Jinping, but now he clearly thinks China needs to do more to stop the dangerous North Korean world hazard. It sounds like Trump is about to deal with China on an economic level that will finally make them pay attention. That's usually what it takes, isn't it? Money, action, talks. And if there's one thing President Trump is an expert in, it's money. Yeah, but we do not produce what China produces, and we import, so it would affect us, I think, more so. Let's take a listen.
We are not going to get an official reaction from China to President Trump's tweet. They have a policy of not directly responding to these tweets because, remember, President Trump does have a history of kind of trying to bait China with tweets ahead of major meetings, like the meeting that he had with President Xi at Mar-a-Lago, or just before Secretary of State Rex Tillerson arrived here in Beijing back in April. But what we have seen is a shift in the president's tone about China, because remember, after he met with President Xi, there was a stream of tweets in recent months praising China, praising the Chinese president, specifically talking about excellent meetings that might lead to a good result on North Korea. Of course, it takes a lot of time for any strategy to work, and it really hasn't been that much time, but clearly now President Trump seems frustrated after that ICBM launch. But listen to what he said when he was in France just earlier this month about President Xi Jinping.
Well, he's a friend of mine. I have great respect for him. We've gotten to know each other very well. A great leader. He's a very talented man. I think he's a very good man. He loves China, I can tell you. He loves China. He wants to do what's right for China. We've asked him for some assistance with respect to North Korea. Probably he could do a little bit more, but we'll find out.
Well, now it appears that President Trump is not satisfied with President Xi's steps on North Korea, even kind of talking about the issue of trade, that previous U.S. presidents allowed China to make hundreds of billions of dollars a year. We know that China is prepared for the contingency that the United States might take some sort of unilateral action on trade, but neither side wants to see a trade war between the two. Xi did give a speech just within the past couple of hours after staging a massive military parade at a military training site in Inner Mongolia. It was a very short speech. He did not mention Trump's tweets. He also didn't mention North Korea directly, but did talk about the importance of growing the strength of the People's Liberation Army, the Chinese army, which is celebrating its 90th anniversary. That's why this major parade was held, showcasing new Chinese stealth jets and also, incidentally, Chinese nuclear-capable ICBMs at the very end of the parade, which the announcer called a show of strength. Of course, North Korea just yesterday tested its own ICBM that experts now say has the potential to reach good portions of the mainland United States from Los Angeles all the way to Chicago.
Oh, well, let's see what happens, because we don't import as much as, you know, as China. You see, I don't know how this is going to all work. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.